Right, right, right. So here's a funny thing, So we're talking about the line and whatnot. The crazy thing is, in Alaska, there's actually a town that's inside one building, an entire town. Okay, in Alaska.
Show me.
Can you hear
I'm
this?
Imagine the building you live
yeah.
in is not just
Okay.
your home, but it is also your entire city. In this building, all the essential needs you can think of are gathered under one roof. People go to the grocery store, the post
So there's post office in this building. There's
Yeah.
schools,
Yeah.
hospitals, restaurants, and so forth and so forth.
office, or
Yeah.
even the notary in a heartbeat by just taking an elevator ride. Despite the storm outside and the giant snowbanks, the kids living here get to school through the underground tunnel in their building. Located in the south of Alaska, Whittier is a coastal city hidden between towering mountains and the ocean. With an area of approximately 51 square kilometers or 20 square miles, it has only one residential complex for its entire population. For
you
the
believe
residents
that?
of Whittier, walking
In
in
a
the
20-mile radius, there's one residential building where everybody in the town lives in. That's it.
corridors of their building means strolling through the streets of a neighborhood. It is quite common for the community to casually greet the police chief in pajamas at the grocery store or
There's a government, there's a
There you
mayor,
go.
there's a police, there's everything.
There you go. There you go. That's what I meant. Like how, you the policeman, you get to see him like in his pajamas doing his
Right.
laundry. There you go. That's what I meant. That's why it's going to be so interesting, I think.
run into the mayor at the laundry room. Now we are waiting for the tunnel to be open for our side to get to Whittier. Are not allowed. The
So
is this
at least there's some kind of structure in this place. You know, it's not like what's going on in Kowloon where there's no structure, there's no police, there's no mayor, nothing. It's basically every man on its own type of thing. Do what you want to do. And this place, basically, how this city or town in Alaska started
Mm.
decades and decades and decades ago. Basically, there was actually an actual town, right? There was a huge storm that forced everybody in the neighborhoods within this town to actually go into that building to seek shelter, and they just never left.
Galing,
Basically,
galing.
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Mga squatter.
Yeah, parang ganun, oh, tama.
Or if you want to put a positive twist to it, refugees.
I think refugees would be a better way of like explaining it.
Bro, all of this is probably not connected to what I'm about to share with you. But the other day, Dean and I were just, going to our 5 minute Jollibee Army Navy neighborhood place where there's like all these lined up fast food joints. Across the street from there, there's this. I think it's safe to say that he was squatter before. That he was a shack basically.
Yeah.
And then for some reason or another, I think the owner of the lot. I don't know what the story is really, but until today, it's still looking like a shack. Gave him the title for the land, like literally a small piece
Shut
of land.
up. Like
So
actually gave him ownership of the land?
right, but I could be wrong about that detail. But the whole point of the story is that there is an urban development area right now where they're building Jollibee, like a mall here and a mall there, Army Navy,
Right.
fast food restaurants,
Right.
and a couple of posh neighborhoods. But somewhere in the middle of that, like off center, there's like literally mga what do you call that? Yung the roof shingles
Chingos, yeah.
wrapped around the house because it looks like a shack.
Wow.
So like parang the posh neighborhood just gave them construction money to build to cover up the house basically because
Right.
it's a pain in the eye.
Right.
It's an eyesore to see. But the whole story is that they wanted to buy that land, like the mall wanted to buy that land, but the guy wouldn't let go. Even there's even a piece of road that goes around the house
Jesus.
because he wouldn't sell. And
So what happened?
that's it. So there's a mall being built around it. There's like a Jollibee Army Navy being built around it, like literally
Right.
across the street from his house. And there's also sort of a highway going around the house. Everybody's so big. This is not compared to the other one that I saw. I don't know where it is, if it's Vietnam or Thailand. There's a house inside the mall. So the house, this shack, this, so, for the lack of a better word, parang squatter, is
Mm.
inside, with free air conditioning because it's inside the mall.
You know how much money that guy's saving for electricity or gas or whatever?
I don't know about that, but there's something like that. I was gonna
So if
ask
the
you if you
mall
want to.
closes, does that mean he can't get out as well?
I don't know how true this is, but I think I saw it, in one of the feeds somewhere not too long ago, about a month ago, I think. But
Right.
yeah, but back here in this neighborhood, yeah, there's something going on like that. So back in the days, because this area that I'm living in now in Las Piñas, field over field over field. But
Right.
now, like, people are starting to build roads and these posh neighborhoods all around. And then there are some people, that guy in particular, didn't want to sell
Right.
or didn't want to let go of his land. Like, this was given to me. I'm not going to sell it.
Right. And he has every right to it, obviously.
Because he's legit, he has a title, but his house, as in quite literally, looks like a shanty, as in bahay kubo.
See, it's something like that. I don't know if that's kind of like pride thing, but if you have something like that and you have an opportunity to actually make money off it so you could have a better life, wouldn't you want to take that?
He's got his reasons. He's also got his land title.
Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go.